Okay, I'm going to make a quick video on this. I'm a homeowner, I'm not a plumber, just trying to save a few bucks. But our sink went out. The original one was a Pfister, and it was, the whole house was less than 4 years old. So I was kind of bummed. But at first I thought it was just one of the cartridges, you know, in the handle that went bad. I tried replacing both of those. It did not work. I still had the leak, and so it turns out that there's something inside here that was leaking. The symptom was underneath, and well, anyway, I don't need to really necessarily show you all that, but what it was, but underneath there was water leaking from the right-hand side underneath and the left-hand side underneath, and in the middle. So it didn't matter if it was the hot water or the cold water. There was water dripping underneath the sink. And at first, I thought it was just leaking on the right-hand side, so I replaced this cartridge, and that didn't work. And then I realized, oh wait, it's leaking throughout the whole thing, so I knew there was water puddling up. Anyway, long story short, it was a bad faucet. No point in trying to take it apart unless you just really have a lot of spare time. I went and picked up a Delta replacement. This is what I got. It was $58 at Home Depot. It's a 4-inch. I mean, that's kind of what they, I don't know if it's written on here. Anyway, the space between these holes is 4 inches. And I think that's pretty standard. You'll see it when you go and look. Some of them are 4 inches, some of them are 8 inches, and those are like the two most common. I just tried to get the one that would match the Pfister. This is what we replaced, and it went bad. I've already replaced it. There's some other good videos that show you, how to do it, but it's actually really simple. I mean, you don't even need tools. All you need is a basic monkey wrench or a plier and stuff like that. But anyway, I set it back down on here. You don't have to put in any silicone. It comes with its own gasket. But here's what I ran into and why I'm making the video. We have these kind of connections. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can see it. They just kind of pop. You know, you pull out to turn them on, push in to close them. And these are a little bit different. And so what happened was when I installed the new faucet, see the brass assembly up there? Well, on the old assembly, they came down about 2 inches farther. So you had a lot more thread to screw into on both sides. And those gray things, we'll just call those a nut, you know, that you screw on to tighten the assembly up top, make sure it doesn't jiggle around. Anyway, those brass, I didn't have enough brass threads because this is what came with my house, the white. And when I tried to turn this upside down, you know, and screw it up into the faucet, this got in the way. This started butting, running up against that gray washer that you saw up there. So I had to go and buy, I spent $7 at a plumbing supply store, and I got one of these guys. It's just a connector, it's an extender. I'm gonna have a ton of extra hose, but the guys at the plumbing supply store said they had never even seen one of these before. So they just said, do this. And it was only $7 for each side. So I figured, what the heck, that's good enough for me. So now I'm just gonna screw this up into the new assembly. And since it's narrower, you know, it's not as big. Let me hold it up against this one. You can see it's not as big, so it should fit up in there even though I don't have enough thread. I don't have as much thread as before. And then I'll be done with this thing. Replacing a faucet, it's not near as daunting as I thought. I was able to reuse the drain assembly for the most part. All I had to do was, you know, just reconnect the rod. It's a piece of cake when you see it. But anyway, hopefully this will help somebody with a faucet replacement. Again, I was replacing a Pfister with a Delta, but at the end of the day, whether it's a Moen or whatever, they're all kind of the same. But this was what was different, and figured I'd put it on video. Thanks.